Okay, we're live. We'll give it a minute here and I'll show you what's going on. We'll give her a minute for people to come in because they normally do. I mean, I think there's guys just sitting at the computer waiting for me to come on. Now this morning, I made up my cowl blank. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. But we have to figure out how to mount it. Now, how I like to mount cowls is one dowel in the front and one bolt in the back. I don't like those 2 screws on the sides because it looks like dog do. So, how are we going to do this? As soon as somebody comes in, I will show true center. Of course, that'll be, I'll just go ahead and, here we go. We got somebody in here. Okay, true center, how to mount this piece on here, because I already have a hole drilled here with a blind nut in it. So I need to transfer that hole to this piece here. Well, you do that with a center finder, which I used a 440. You take a 440 bolt, or say it's 1/4 or whatever, and you cut it off so you just have a stud, and then you grind a point on it. Then we're going to take this and screw it into this. You see it sticking up there? Then we're going to put the cowl. Don't push it down yet, but we're going to set the cowl where it belongs. Make sure it's right. Bingo, true center right there. I think I pushed the blind nut out. I did. I didn't have any epoxy on it. But we'll get that fixed. I need to pull that back. So that's why you always hear me talk about make sure to get epoxy on them, because you can't push them out like that. And if it's inside for the landing gear, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So get a screw here. Ah, shoot. I can't believe it. We got no watchers yet today. Usually that don't happen. There we go. Get a nut bolt. But this is not my normal time either. I've got to get this place cleaned up. Start working on it today, I guess. We're going flying. Be out at the field at 12:30. Got to get ready for the gnats. I got 6 flights in. I need 6 flights today to be gnats ready. Got to have my 12 in. So let's pull this back in. I'll stop by Schaefer's and get some epoxy today too. Okay, we got another customer. I'll recap that for you, what I did. .440 bolt, cut off, put a point on it, screwed it in here, like so. Push the cowl down on it. I got a point right, or a little hole right there. We're going to drill that. Then I'm going to glue a piece of 1/8" basswood right here and drill from the other side, and then we'll be able to mount that. So we'll take that out there, and it'll be absolutely perfect. I need to find my dowels. I don't know what happened to them. I've got them here somewhere. This place is a disaster. We get the drill bits. I just came back, started working on the house, started working on airplanes. Of course, the 1/8" bit is missing. Oh well. Of course. That was the best $15 I ever spent. Walmart had a scratch and dent sale. You got a drill, a flashlight, a sawzall. I guess $15. Hyper tough. It's not, wouldn't be good for professional use, but it's plenty good for what I do here in modeling. Okay, so we got a hole in it now. Now, obviously, you can't just have balsa wood on there. So we'll get a piece of basswood. Get it run across here. Thank you for the like. So let's see here. Yep, we're going out to the field at 12:30. Again. Hey, what do we got here? FPV. I got to build a long on right now. Could use some. Okay, well, ask the question. I will give the answer. Or try anyway. Can't say as I'm always correct, but I've done it enough that it'll be close. Okay, let me cut this piece of wood off camera here real quick. I got to build going on right now. Could use some of your help. Well, you asked, like I say, ask the question. I'll give you the answer. Okay, I've cut a piece of basswood. We're not, I mean, maybe plywood would be better, but 64th ply goes over the top of this, so it'll be plenty. Got a hard boogie right here. There it is, broke it off. Perfect fit cowls are the greatest. I mean, there we go. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to work yet, so it might be too thick. We might need 3/32 instead of 1/8 inch, and that's exactly correct. So I don't have any. I'm gonna have to build it with 64th. Yeah, that's 3/32. Okay, let's see what he's got to say here. I got a World War I airplane I'm trying to look up. The ends are attached to the top of the airplane with music wire to the metal. Cannot figure out how to attach them. Would be helpful for some pictures of it. I got a World War I airplane I'm trying to look up. The N are attached to the top of the airplane with music wire to the metal. Can you rephrase the question? I'm not quite sure. I mean, biplanes, you can look at look up a Sopwith Camel, look up a Fokker. Biplanes have a metal, or in World War I, wood post. Then they have guy wires holding that together. That's for flex and stress. But I'm not sure what the question is exactly. If I understand the question, I can help you a little better. But I'm not understanding it. So what did I do with the 64th? There it is, right here. So we need to make some plywood here. I got my 64th. Yeah, man, balsa balsa up my nose. Oh, it's a monoplane. Okay. That music wire then went from the that music wire went from the fuselage to midpoint and the wing. Or in the case of the real airplane, it was cable. If you could post a picture of it on Stunt Hanger, and within about 2 seconds, somebody will know something about it. If you got a picture. Okay. See, I'm not sure what the question is. That's I'm not trying to avoid it. I just don't understand it. This one's not a biplane. It's one with just two wings. Do you have the name of it? I mean, if you have the name of it, I get a picture of it real quick. If you don't have the name and you have a picture of it, you can do a reverse search in Google image search, and it'll pull up the name of the airplane. Okay. Yes, the guide wire was on top that came down and connected to the wings, is what I can't figure out how to make them connect. Oh, okay. At the fuselage or at the wing? At the well, either side. They had in real life, they had a metal hoop that was sticking out of the wing connected to a bulkhead. And on the wing, it was connected to the rib. So it's a hook, just a loop, sticking up out of the covering or out of the fuselage. And then the wire went from the wing rib to a bulkhead with a turnbuckle on it. Now, you're not going to be able to do that in modeling, but you can put the music wire. So you have to add those loops to the wing rib before you cover it. It has to stick out of the covering. You can't just glue it to the wing skin. Okay, what do we got here? Yes, yeah, you know. So here's a wing rib, let's say. Here's the rib, and look at the picture about where it sets in the wing rib. It's probably between the spar and the leading edge on the front, and between the rear spar and the trailing edge on the back. There's probably two on it. And just here's the rib. Make a loop with wire sticking up, then cover it. So now you got the wire sticking out of the covering, and that'll go to the bulkhead on the fuselage. So does that make sense? There we go. That's the right amount. So now I'll take these and I'll glue all these together and glue it onto this and then drill the other way, and then we can mount it on the back. Can't believe this. That much difference. Yeah, there is, though. There is. Now what I'm doing here is probably not the best way to do this, but I don't want to spend all day waiting on glue to dry. Arctic monoplane. Well, I just explained how they did it. Those wires are connected to the ribs, or the cables are connected to the ribs and the bulkheads. So on the fuselage, let's see here. This is a bulkhead. You would take a piece of wire, glue it to the bulkhead, and have it protruding from the fuselage. And on the same thing on the wing, on the root rib of the wing, or midpoint of the wing, you'd have a wire sticking up. Then you connect the two wires together on those loops after it's covered. Okay, inside the fuselage, you have to get inside the fuselage somehow. So the wire would stick out, connected to a bulkhead. If you don't have a bulkhead in that particular location, you can make a little T-block, meaning a piece of wood. Oh, here we go. A smaller piece of wood with the wire sticking on it, glued, and then cut a slice in the fuselage side, then stick it in from the inside of the fuselage so that the wire is protruding outside, and epoxy it, and then connect the two loops together. Does that make sense? If I was there, it would take about 2 seconds to explain it, show you. Like I say, this is not the right way to do this, but I don't want to wait around for glue to dry. Most people would epoxy this or white glue it and clamp it, or just CA it and forget it. It's only a cowl hold down. Ain't like we're mounting an engine. Yeah. Now you guys are going to have to excuse me for just a second while I go over to the disc sander and block this thing off square. It'll only take a second. Okay, we made our own plywood to the right thickness. And this is stronger than what you can buy in the store. Okay, let's see what he says here. Do the wings where it goes like this. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta square this up so that it's this size right here, so we can continue on. I'll just step over here and buzz this off on my belt sander. Okay. So what we did there, or what I did there, was I didn't have plywood the correct thickness, so I made it out of 64th. And that's probably stronger than basswood anyway. So now, see if it fits. Yeah, we got that. Actually, it'll be fine. It's actually one ply too much. Damn. So, in order to fix that, without making a big rigmarole, we're going to lower the deck height on that. .36 grit sandpaper. We don't want to be standing for months at a time. A little more. You know, this is only a Magnum, and it's only N30, but I have a hard time not doing my best on anything. Crazy Mike used to say, do your job and do it right. Life's a ball. TV tonight. That's about right. I sure hope the drive-in movie's open there at Brodax. It's so hot at Brodax. You go to the drive-in movie and sit in the air conditioning for a couple hours before you go to bed. It's right across the street. That's for guys like me who are camping because I got no money. Getting kind of old for that, but I think I can do it one more year. And then John comes up and we get a room for the time. But as far as affording it by myself, no can do. Still got that Raid Bearcat for sale. They're a cool looking airplane, that's for sure. Al was the best at getting the most out of scale looking airplanes. If you don't want to build a Bearcat, it's got two BBQ or two what the hell was he called it? Ultimate something or other. Critical mass, that's what it was. Okay, that'll work. Now you can epoxy this or whatever, but by the time I'm done with all the superfill and the fiberglass and all, this thing becomes one piece. Oh, crap. Shoot, what happened there? Get on there. Okay, give me a second. I gotta square this up real quick, and I'll be right back. And I'll drill a hole and mount it. Well, I'll tell you what, after working in Dayton with no power tools whatsoever, disc sander, belt sander, bandsaw, jigsaw, doing everything by hand, this is so primo. I got everything here. So, what happened there? What happened? I'm probably going to have to bring that forward a little bit, that line, because I think the gear is going to be in the way. When you're doing all this business, this hand fitting stuff, you know, just take your time. We're in no big rush. Yep, it is to that line. So I need to go to that line right there. So how do you figure out the two? You know, this is a true fit video. How do you figure out the distance? Well, how I do it is, where's the pen? Come on. I'm going to have to cut out of here about another hour. So we'll run this video out. I'll get the cowl mounted and maybe started shaping in the next hour. I think, there it is. I think Mike Pratt designed this for the novice builder because there's nothing really complicated about it. Need to take 1/8 of an inch off. So now I need to see if that's square or not. What happened to my square? Yeah, come on. I hope I answered your question about how the guy wires are attached. Can't believe it. There it is. Yep. Take 1/8. Take 1/8. Okay, give me a second. I gotta go sand this. With this being as close to the edge that it is, it's probably a good thing I made that plywood with all them plies. So I showed you how to get the hole. Now we're going to drill a hole in the plywood and mount the back screw. And of course, this is not an 1/8 inch bit, so it's going to be difficult to get the screw through. But we'll make do with what we got. Ah, it did work okay. Okay, so now with that back one done, you see we got a gap here. You pull that down, and we're going to drill a hole in here and put a dowel. But before we do that, we need to line this with 64th plywood. Otherwise, we'll have a gap. And that's how you do perfect fit cowl. You need to knock the corner off of that somehow. corner off that one. This one, actually both of them. Yep, both of them. Just a little, oh, I see, it's a step there. I see. Okay, let's line it up, I guess. That's better. That's way better. I'm trying to close up a gap. And it's not much. It's, you know, like 64th, but this is yep, have to superfill it, I guess. Superfill to make it perfect. You guys watch the repair on the Vector? Come out perfect. I won't know how it flies till tomorrow, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so let's add this to here. Man, I got a headache. Ooh-wee. Anybody that says cutting wood with scissors is bad for the scissors doesn't know what they're talking about. What is paper? Wood. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm looking to get that big Harbor Freight disc sander, but it always seems to be out of stock at my store here. a 12-inch disc. Or put some 24, 36 on that, really blow through the wood. Ooh. Got hot. You notice what I'm doing here is I'm going to line this in a block. It's very square. Then we'll bolt it on and shape it with the plywood on there. Primo facto. Can't get it. Yeah. We'll get it. There it is. I think Dennis Mission is going to get us it's going to sponsor a kit of some type of build to do on Stunt Hanger. I guess we'll give it away if I'll build it and give it away. I need to do some more of that stuff. I used to do one kit a month, but to be honest with you, I gave away 12, 24, about 48 kits. Good kits, That's back when they were $200, but now that kit's probably $400. You know how many airplanes I saw built out of all those kits? 0. So if I build it, I know it gets built anyway. And I'm doing this so I don't have to jack with toothpicks. I get it close here. If you don't know the toothpick trick, I'll show you. But to be honest, the superfill trick works just as good. Packing tape or cellophane, and then superfill it, and it makes a perfect joint. Let's get it closer. We're gonna have to toothpick it, it looks like. No, maybe not. Okay. It'll be fine. We got 8 and 4. Are you guys sleeping? Hey, you guys want to see Nats footage? Get those super chats in before tomorrow. I think there's, let me see here. January, February, March, April, May. There's 31 days. So you got today and tomorrow to get those super chats in. So we got money for the bandwidth for the Nats. Brodax, if you want to see Brodax, go to Stunt Hanger and hit the donation button there, and that'll help me cover the cost of bandwidth. And I realized it, like the last contest, the photos were pixelated. There was no cell towers around. So, you know, when we're out in the middle of the field, I'm pretty sure Carmichael's has cell towers, and I know the Nats works because I broadcast from there before. Okay, let's get some of this stuff on it here. Now I used to just put one sheet on this and then cut it out, but this stuff has become so expensive, $50 a sheet. I'm not wasting any, so I'm just going to cut some 1/2-inch strips, and we'll glue the 1/2-inch strips on. So I need 4 to start. But I guess there's only one place that makes this stuff. So they got the market cornered. makes a nice hard edge on your cowl and fuselage, so that when you put superfill on it, it's a nice crisp line. You can hard it up with CA. I mean, it all depends on what kind of model you're looking for. If you're just a knock around weekend flyer, there's no really, if you're not over crashing, it's not worth it to go through all this stuff, because it is expensive, it is time consuming. But if you plan on making an airplane that'll last for 10, 15 years, it's worth doing. So. Come on, stick down. I sure hope I answered that gentleman's question on the guy wires. Remember, the only dumb question is the one you didn't ask. Yes. Okay. Now this side. Let's use the wider one. Of course, it doesn't much matter, because what I do is I cut this off and I grind this off to, after I get the outside shape on it, I grind it off till it's 1/8 inch thick all the way around. So it's not a big deal. Hey, Steve. Let's see what he says here. I can't see it across the room, so I'll have to go look. It says, have you considered wood veneer from 20 mils instead of 1/64? No, I don't know anything about it. See, I'm kind of old school. I just go with what I know. What I know, you put enough time in a model and start experimenting with stuff you don't know whether it works or not, or what the outcome's going to be. I mean, I'm not opposed to trying it. Just don't know where to get it. Send me a link. I'll look into it. I'll get a piece and we'll try it. But I bet it's not as cheap as you think. Well, I think I've blown outside the 6-ounce weight for the fuselage. I think it's going to be closer to 7.5. But there's not a whole lot I can do about it, I don't know where my dowels are. That's the only problem. Yeah, it's going to be okay. I just did this side. I'll hit it with some more glue. Okay. Two very thin veneers, around 10 mils each, your choice of hardwood, maple, oak, etc. And 90 degrees to each other. Yeah? How thick is 20 mil? 20 thousandths? I don't remember. Let's see. Come on, open up. Let me see. 20 mil. Okay, clear. One, 4. No thanks. Plus. Divided by 2. Divided by 2 equals. So it's thicker than 64th. Because 64th is 15. No, it's. Yeah, 64th is 15 thousandths. But it's only 2 ply. That's kind of a bummer. That would be a bummer. I think this ply here is 3 layers thick. I mean, it's not aircraft ply, but it is 3 layers thick. So 5 thousandths a layer plus glue. I'm going to need another snorkel on this. It's kind of worn out there. Here comes the kids on the mini bikes. Damn. Have to go this way. Hot, 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 hot. Now when I bolt these two together and sand them to shape, they'll already be lined with plywood. I mean, I've done it both ways. This is faster though, to do it. And probably more precise. Okie dokie. See if it fits. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Now, before I get too carried away, I got to get the I've got to get the front piece, the 16th inch or so plywood nose ring to hold the dowel. That's a little, the fitment on that is a little more tricky, but nothing we can't do. I see a dowel over there. Good. I don't have to search for it. I see what happened there. We got a glue booger. We only got 3 watchers. I guess you guys got tired of me. So Dennis had a mission at the contest, said that he was going to, he wanted me to build some airplane. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to ask him when I see him. I'll probably see him at Brodax. And it's electric. And what I'll do with that kit after it's built is give it away to somebody on the on this, not on the forum, that who has watched these videos. Watch that build. However, I will not be mailing it overseas. I apologize, guys. It's just too costly and too much of a hassle. Okay, so we got 64th there. 64th and 64th is 32nd. So let's glue 2 together and see if that works. 3/64. Maybe we'll go 3. All it has to do is hold the dowel. From breaking up, you know, like I say, the callus ends up fiberglass and superfill and Z-epoxy, so you're just about bulletproof. That's 3. Damn. Now I gotta bend over here. How thick is that? That is 4/16. So we need to sand it a little bit. You know, the inordinate amount of time that this stuff takes, people just don't get, you know. You spend how many hours doing that? 400. You know, I can do them faster, but you know, on the average, that's what a good stunt model takes, about 400 hours. Most of that's in the finish. Okay, try again. Now, this is not the type of cowl I normally build. I mean, this is a Magnum cowl. I think they're rather boxy, basic, ugly. So that's 3. We'll sand a little bit more and get the 4th one in there. Yep. I need to sand a 64th more. And when I look at an airplane for a pinch judging, fitment and how the, you know, how the cowl fits, how the cap strips are sanded, you know, are they mushy? You can't really look at the body work, you know, like when you look at a car, you look to see if the panel line's straight. Well, with balsa wood, I mean, it's nice if you can get it, but the sheeting on the wing is always going to starve horse, unless it's a foamy. Okay, we need to glue that down before I get started here. I think I need just another snorkel. This is just about done. New snorkel. Yeah. Always have plenty weenies on hand. Yeah, I got a roll of veneer edge banding out in the garage. It is thicker, but there's no ply to it. It's just, it's not there. Not as strong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go here shortly. I meet Mark out there at 12:30, so that's an hour. So I'll give this another 15 minutes, and then I gotta cut her down. I gotta have more than 6 flights for the nets, at least 12. Yeah, gotta have at least 12. The year I made the cut, I had 12 flights for the year. Was I that good, or was everybody that bad? With my situation, to be honest with you, I don't expect to ever win it. The damn thing, it's just go and see what people have built, shoot the crap, have a good time. You know, if I plan on winning, I'm only being delusional. Them guys practice their ass off, and they deserve it. Come on now. But I should be able to get this mounted in the next 10 minutes. Okay, before I get too carried away and put the last piece on, I think I probably should try it and see if the last piece will fit. Nope, it won't fit. So it's a good thing I checked it. So we got 3 on there. That's 364. So it's good enough. That'll hold the dowel. Okay, so now what you do is you're going to hold this together tight. We're going to take this drill and drill one hole right here. I'm sorry that you can't see, but I gotta be able to see. Yep, I gotta be able to see. "10 minutes." He said 12:30. Take me a half an hour to get out there. I knew it. I knew it. I need to find an 1/8 inch bit. Oh, you dog. Maybe. Maybe. Yep, kinda. Looks like I've done this once or twice, huh? This hole here is a little difficult sometimes, but should be all right on this one. be bigger. Ogle it out. Not too much though, then the cowl will vibrate. There it is. There it is. Voila. Well, when we come back from the field, I'll rough this thing in. Then we'll hollow it out. It's mounted. Now just you block sand it. Got a little more of a gap on this side, but Superfill will take care of that. And we got to open this up so the motor can fit down in it, and we'll be ready to go. I like it. Turned out good. Simple, easy way to do stuff. And then once I get that sanded up, we cut it apart and start gluing it together. I'll show you alignment once more time. All right, thanks for watching. We're going flying. I appreciate all the support, the thumbs up, the super chats, the camaraderie, the sponsored, our channel members. That's what I'll do, is I'll give that airplane to channel members, members that have been with me 2 or more months. And I don't remember what it was that Dennis wanted me to build. Whatever it is, he just told me about it. He said he would sponsor me. He wanted me to buy some hollow log airplane, and I was thinking about it, but I didn't have any sparkers, so I got, all my stuff is modern stuff. I just don't have any of the old ignition engines and stuff like that. But Dennis wanted me to do something, so we'll do it. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you after bit, after the field. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Keep sanding.